What's up, everyone? This is DyanaRozay. Welcome to my channel. You saw the thumbnail, so you know exactly why you're here, okay? I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV show or anything that is going on on social media for that matter. Before we get started, though, please hit that like, subscribe, and your notification bell because that is how others find me right here on YouTube. Also, guys, thank y'all for watching my videos and for rocking with me, okay? I truly, truly appreciate it. So we got a lot to cover, so we're going to get started. If you guys didn't see the interview with Melody Cherie a little earlier today, we're going to talk about that. She interviewed with Boss Up Magazine, and it was on their IG page. And I was excited about the season before, but after watching Melody's interview, I cannot wait. I am literally like, the countdown begins now because Melody came with a different energy in this video, in this interview, that let me know everything she said she was over, she is truly over, okay? And she has set boundaries and she doesn't give a damn who says what or who thinks what. So if I am filming a scene and y'all start acting a fool and I get up and get my things and go, it will be what it will be. And I am looking forward to seeing that starting tomorrow. So I cannot wait. What else is going on? It looks like tomorrow's episode is Melody Cherie throwing, it sounds like she is actually throwing Kimmy's party, a party where she is going to be, letting everyone know that she is cancer free, that she's gone with her, finished with the chemo treatment, and the doctor said there was no evidence of anything being left behind. So that is the actual premise for tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to seeing that and everything that goes down. Also, I have some other clips that I have posted to my IG stories. You can find that at DyanaRozay, along with some other things too. Follow me over there because I put some real juicy stuff on my IG that I don't always get to put on YouTube. And also, guys, follow me on my Facebook group. It is a private group. It's called DyanaRozay Real Talk. You must agree to the rules. So if you've joined a private group, it'll give you some questions sometimes just to see if you're a real fan. A lot of y'all been getting them questions wrong, and they are as easy as can be. But a lot of you also aren't checking the box saying, I agree to the rules. If you don't agree to the rules, then unfortunately, myself or my moderator will have to, boot you out of there. I typically give you guys a message saying, hello, please resubmit, make sure you agree to the rules. I've added it to the actual rules now so that you can read it. It's a part of it. Go ahead and click that so you guys can be let in and have a good time with the rest of us, okay? But yeah, I put a bunch of good stuff on there. Now, let's talk about something that happened last night, real fast. Last night, I posted this video where I said, Stormy asked people to watch my show on OWN. And a lot of you had some things to say about it. It rubbed people the wrong way. Some of you have been threatening not to watch the show. Listen, this is Melody's show. Stop that. Stop, acting out. I said in my video that I've never heard any one person on the cast refer to it as their show. I've always heard people say, our show, but Stormy is a big ish talker. That is what she does. She's always done it. I think like when she first came on, I started calling her Stormy Mayweather, like Floyd Mayweather, because she talks a big game. She talks a big game, and that doesn't bother me. I'm not bothered by women who do that. I know a lot of people who do that. Hell, my grandmother used to talk big game like that, so it does not bother me to hear it. I actually enjoy it. It's just that Stormy, the thing she says doesn't match up with what she's actually feeling. That's what I found to be the case often. So I'm not always sure what she's talking about. But I wanted to show you guys this. This was posted on Carlos King's IG stories earlier today, and he said, "Love and Marriage, Huntsville, season 5 official poster, and y'all see who's in there, right? It's the original 6, okay? Everybody who had been promoted to full-time cast is not a part of the official poster. So you can say my show all day and night. People who watch the show know what it is, okay? So it doesn't matter. Y'all have to, don't let people get under your skin like that. And people, everybody on the show has a moment where people love them and a moment where people hate them. It's, it's just a part of reality TV. Y'all remember season 1, nobody could stand Marceau. People could not stand anything about Marceau, and it had to do with how he was treating Tisha. And then I think like the second half of season 2, maybe even the first half, Marceau changed it up and he let Tisha rock. And we got to see her in her pure state, right? Where she's, being just a little bit jealous of things, where she was like demanding that people be on her side for stuff, even when she was wrong. And people were like, oh, this is who Tisha really is. And it changed things. So people ended up laughing at the stuff Marceau was doing instead of saying we can't stand him. And Tisha got the brunt of things. And now they still get the brunt of things in regards to their marriage. That's still an interesting topic of discussion. But y'all remember, some of y'all may remember if you follow me, I believe it was the season finale or close to the season finale for previous season 4, when Tisha and Marceau were at their bar and Marceau had invited Melody to the bar on their date night. And him and Tisha got into this huge, huge, huge fight. And I said in the video, I said, Marceau was wrong for saying Tisha is about to play the role or playing the role of the jealous wife. He told her to shut the F up. He said a whole bunch of stuff. You could just tell it was a real argument. And it was probably 10 minutes of the show. It came on. It was the first 10 minutes of the show. But I said that in my video, and a lot of you jumped in the comments and said, no, Tisha needed to hear every word of that. Y'all were rocking with Marceau against Tisha. And that's what I mean when I say people just have their moments. Destiny was another one. Everybody loved Destiny. They loved Destiny's friendship with Melody. Then we saw a different side of Destiny, and then people said, ooh, I don't rock with Destiny. They were asking that she please be moved off the show. Hell, even Kimmy was like, child, I'm tired of filming with you, okay? People be asking me, can you please pull this out of her? I cannot, and I have no desire to do it anymore. So I thought that was interesting. Who else got it? Tiffany. Tiffany got it first season, and I feel like she got it because of Destiny and because of Maurice and Kimmy, to be honest. But Tiffany was caught hell first season, and she even said she was getting death threats. I think that's what she said. All kinds of crazy stuff. But now, just because of a preview, people are rocking with Tiffany. Tiffany is beautiful. Tiffany, now I've always rocked with Tiffany, just so you know, and I actually even said, again, if you follow me, you would have heard me say this. I wish that Tiffany would be her old self and not whoever Destiny has pushed her into the corner and made her be this shell of a person. I didn't like that, Tiffany, at all. Talk your talk, girl. Don't let these people push you into, a little bucket while they do whatever they want to do. It was awful. But anyways, she's back. According to another blogger's page, he said that, who was it? It was Anthony Lofty's. He said that Tiffany, I guess, had been threatened, like this might be your last season. We're going to give you your walking papers. So I'm glad to see the old Tiffany back. I'm looking forward to the season. Anyway, I think I've talked enough about them. Oh, no, I haven't. I wanted to say this too also. I said that people didn't like Tiffany because of Destiny. And I also said that, Maurice and Kimmy had a little bit to do with it because they were all pushing at the two of them, right? Basically trying to punk them, make them seem like they couldn't stand up for themselves. And it looked like they were trying to be friends with them. So they were, kind of being reserved. And I didn't like that. But I wanted to point out, Tiffany asked a question about whether or not Monster was suspended, and everybody lost their mind. But the truth of the matter is, if Kimmy would have known that Monster had been suspended, Kimmy would have handled it. Kimmy would have been able to say what she needed to say to Tiffany, as opposed to Maurice addressing Tiffany and coming across as a BAN, because that's what it looked like to me. Furthermore, when I had a real opportunity to think about it, Kimmy said she didn't know that this child that lived in her home was suspended, but that would mean that Maurice made sure that this child kept a routine. Like, he got him up in the morning, like he was going to school, but who knows where he was going? Was he going to the library? Was he taking him to work with him? Because Kimmy had retired from being a nurse at that point. So when you two are waking up in your home, and you're waking up this one child who was in school. Where the hell was he going that you didn't know? Do you realize how much deception went into that? I just wanted to point that out. Now, I talked about it a little bit, but I didn't point out what would have had to happen for her to never have caught on until someone outside of her house told her about what was going on in her house. Now, we didn't get to see that conversation on the show, but I would have loved for somebody to say, child, when he was going to school, where was he actually going that you didn't know about? Anyways, I just wanted to point that out. Now let's talk about Miss Melody Cherie, because like I said, everybody has a moment where people like somebody and they don't like somebody. Martell is still riding the I don't like you wave, okay? But let's talk about Melody Cherie real fast, because she dropped some dope information on the show. We're just going to play a little bit of the video, and then we'll talk about it as we go. So here we go.
We'll see a woman and still moving forward, still fighting, right? Despite all of the things that are happening behind the scenes, and you know that I've been dealing with this entire time, but still moving forward, being resilient, working hard, not waiting for anybody to hand me anything, but actually putting in the work for everything that I'm saying I want to do and where I want to be in life. And so that's what you will definitely see from me. You will see.
Okay, so she just talked a little bit about, you know, at the beginning, what people were going to see from her this season. And she was like, you're going to see a woman who's going to get it. You're going to see a woman who is, you know, still a full-time mom to her babies, all that good stuff. And that had me curious, because, you know, a lot of people are saying, including myself, that Martell was looking for a handout. And so for her to be saying, I'm out here doing this on my own, I'm still getting it, I'm not asking for a handout. That's important. That was a clue to me. Okay, so let's hear what else she had to say.
You know, me being a mom and enjoying time with my babies, which, you know, of course, my internet followers, right? They get to see me doing things all the time with my kids, but seeing that on Love and Marriage Huntsville for sure this season.
Okay, that's the other thing I wanted to point out. So we got an interview from Martell where he said that the kids would no longer be filmed on the show, but clearly Melody's saying you're going to see the kids on the show this season. Okay, you're going to see me being a mom. You always see me on social media doing it, but you will see it this season. And then also we got a little clip, if you guys haven't seen that clip yet, of Melody, whatever went down at the birthday party for I think it was Boss Baby, maybe Boss Baby and Mariah, I believe. Anyways, that clip is on my IG stories right now if you want to check that out. But she's basically saying the opposite of what Martell had said in his interview the other day. So let's hear what else is going on.
Right. And I know, you know, maintaining your peace is very important for you. What was it like filming the season after such a tense reunion? How did you keep your peace?
To be honest with you, I went into this filming season with the mindset that it's 2023. I don't care how anybody else is moving. I'm going to move with the way that works for me, which is true to me and who I am. I don't care what anyone else has going on or what they're doing or what they're saying, what they think or how they feel. I'm going to be focused. I'm going to show up every time and be the happy person I am when I ain't around y'all. I'm going to show up every time and be the light that I am when I show up in other rooms and people see that light, right? So that's where I was for this season.
And I'm going to tell you, I could actually feel that energy when she was doing it. She does not care. I think the previous season when she was doing like promo videos and stuff for the season, she was being really reserved on how she communicated about certain things, certain people. She's not doing that this season. She's not doing it. And I could tell that it's going to be a different season for her.
Be honest with you, it made for a great season for me. Like I shared with my family, my mom, my brother, and I've just been like, you know, this season was pretty good for me overall. Like I can't even think of a time when I really even yelled or got into it with anybody. Like I was just, yeah, like okay.
So she's also saying that she didn't get into it with anyone. So even though we see that little scene, the clip with Stormi's mama, she said, I didn't get into it with anybody. So we are going to see grown people be grown. And sometimes grown people can act like children too, right? So if Melody's at the table with Stormi's mama, who I don't know how old Stormi's mother is, 50s, 60s maybe, but if she's sitting at this table with this grown ass woman and she is, making a spectacle of herself, that doesn't mean that Melody has to. And that's okay too, y'all.
I like peaceful Zen season.
Absolutely. And
I love that for you.
I made that decision and I didn't just talk
Yes.
about it, I lived that. So that's what it was for me.
I love that. Yeah, there are people in the comments that said, shine bright like a diamond, love your light now. You know what? I think a lot of people had a question about what happened at the last reunion because you do come off as such a light. And there was literally a moment where Letitia said that you had a quote unquote dark soul. Going into the season with that comment there was...
This is my favorite part of the interview because it tells everything. And I've said this before too, that these people clearly are talking to each other, creating opinions about her around each other, even though that is not their experience. Hint, hint, Miss Betty. But it is interesting to me that they are all coming after her and they don't see that everybody, the reason why everybody has a problem with it is because we can all see that you guys are congregating and having a plan of action that is attacking Melody. And y'all ain't grown. Y'all can't sit back and say this shit don't have anything to do with me.
What was that like?
No, it was
awkward?
Like, I mean, if I can be honest, I'm sorry, but that's for me. Yes. Okay.
No, go ahead.
Yes. My mama is on here. Here's what happens, right? Whenever you hear, and I want you guys to pay attention to this. When you start to hear people who you know are talking to each other, being around each other, and they're all saying the same thing, even the words and terminology they use is the exact same, which shows you that y'all been talking, right? I caught a lot of that. And a lot of that allowed me to say, because Tisha's not the first person to say that I have a dark soul. Somebody.
Who are the other people who said that Melody has a dark soul? There were two other people on the show that said that.
Else on this show that said that too, right? And then somebody else has said it too. And all y'all cool. So y'all just really regurgitating.
Not to mention the fact that when Tisha said it, everybody smiled like that was supposed to be the thing that landed, right? Everybody's smiling like, oh, Tisha, even Carla, oh, Tisha, get the hell out of here.
The same stuff.
Right, just saying the same thing.
Saying, oh, Mel isn't forgiving. Well, first of all, you don't get to tell me what forgiveness looks like to me. Just because I choose not to kick it with you, go out to dinner with you, hang out with you, doesn't mean that I haven't forgiven whatever it is that I felt like you've done to me. So my forgiveness can look different from yours. And that's okay. If your forgiveness looks like, all right, now let's go grab lunch. That's okay. But that doesn't mean that's what mine is, right? So when I hear, we forgive, but, Melody don't forgive, da, da, da. I've heard multiple people say that who are all cool with each other.
Well, I know that Martell has said it before. I don't know who else would have said it. Is it Kimmy? Because Kimmy has some things like that, said something similar. But if you guys know who else may have said that, I know Martell has said, I forgive. I don't think Tisha cares if Melody forgives her or not, because I don't think Tisha was in a place where she wanted to move on. Even though Melody did say that they all made an attempt at having a better experience with each other this year.
Who are all talking to each other. So y'all just taking what I know this one person put out there and y'all ran with it. So it was just BS. I mean, to be honest, it was BS.
Right. So it was just kind of like water off a duck's back. You were like, okay, I know what this is. I know where it's coming from.
Yeah, and they like to try to make it you. And you have a dark soul and you have an unforgiving heart. No, I'm just standing up for me. and what I know I deserve, and that's just what it is.
Fact.
So yeah, it's
water under the bridge,
By the
water
way,
off a duck's back.
seeing you and Kimmy and how great that relationship and that sisterhood is between you guys. What was it like for you helping Kimmy celebrate this milestone? You know, it's no secret that, you know, it was a part of her cancer journey and she's doing much, much better now. How was it for you?
When I met with Kimmy, so I know the scene then that's in the first episode because I didn't know that. When I met with Kimmy, I feel like I chimed in and did and volunteered to do what I would do with any other friend of mine, right?
I'm interested in seeing what Kimmy does this season with Melody because this is the second season. Okay. Last season, Melody said the same thing. She was like, me and Kimmy are cool. I've called Kimmy. I've done this. I want to see if Kimmy is truly going to be able to back some of the things that Melody is saying here. And it didn't sound like it because at one point she was like, we all did some things. But when she was like, I like to see you and Kimmy, Melody kind of like got a little reserved here.
I've literally been that person where you can say you want to do something or you want to accomplish something. And I'm like, okay, how can I help? What you need to do? You know, that's just how I've always been. Yeah. So when she shared, you know, hey, these are the milestones that I've reached in this cancer journey. And I want to do something, but Maurice don't want me to do too much. He don't want me out, and I'm like, oh, what you want to do? I got you. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, I did exactly what a friend would do. You know, just hop in and see how you can make something happen that, you know, a friend has shared with you that they want to do. It was great. I'm so happy for her. So happy for her because I know, you know, I'm the whole season.
Yeah. I feel like Kimmy is kind of like the neutral glue, kind of holding everyone together. Do you agree with that? And is that something that we see more of
that for this first piece, you know?
So I'm going to say this. I love that she correct. This is what I meant when I said that she kind of pulls back. You can see her face change like, we're not going to give Kimmy all that. Okay. A lot of people give Kimmy too much. And I will say I was guilty of that at the beginning. I had to go back and rewatch the season where I was like, ooh, Kimmy got real bad energy around some things. It doesn't mean that she's not a good cast member. It doesn't mean that she doesn't, you know, her feelings aren't legitimate. It just meant that I think that we just assumed Kimmy was neutral and keeping people in a good place. When the truth of the matter is, Kimmy first season was Tisha and 2.0. They were both doing the same thing. And it wasn't until Tisha turned on Kimmy that Kimmy decided to do something different. And then when she figured out that something different was getting her attacked at home with Tisha's mama, with Tisha herself, and maybe with some of the other Scott clan, then she had made a request to Carlos to kill the storyline, right? Kill the storyline because I am being attacked and it's truly affecting my marriage and my family, my kinship with Tisha. So I liked how Melody answered this question.
Like you said, episode 1, for sure. You know, wanting to come together to celebrate her, brought all of us together and in the same room, absolutely. And even throughout the season, there are moments when she tries, but to be honest with you, I think there are moments when everybody kind of tries to get everybody, you know, I hosted a tea party, Tisha hosted a spa day, y'all have seen all that in the trailer. So I think there's been different moments, honestly, where everybody has tried to be on some like, okay, let's come
media. And I think there are a lot of fan questions about, number one, where you stand with Stormi, and then where you stand with Stormi's mom. We are going to meet her this season. We did see kind of some tension on social media and in that trailer. So I would love for you to kind of just tell us what's going on, because I think people were surprised to see that maybe you and Stormi weren't in the same place that you were.
A lot of that I can speak on now already showed in the trailer. Like I saw her mom at the TV.
Okay, so she doesn't tell anything different. She just says, watch the show.
Brand to find opportunities on a national level and abroad. So I will say, I like the fact.
Can you read that one more time? Because I haven't heard that. What?
Oh, okay, this is a good part because apparently somewhere in the official press release, they are saying that Melody is copying Stormi's marketing protocol, and Melody puts it down. Check this out, y'all.
What is it that they said? No.
Like I'm getting in trouble. All right.
No, I heard like a piece of it, but what?
It says
what is
Melody takes a page from Stormy's marketing. This is just for the season. This is the official press
They have a
release.
delay,
This is
and that's unfortunate.
This is how they're describing what's going to happen this season. So it says, Mel takes a page from Stormy's marketing book and works to build up her brand to find opportunities on a national level and abroad. Do you feel like you took like a page out of like her marketing book?
I don't know Stormy's marketing strategies.
Facts.
If I can be honest with you.
Okay.
I don't know her marketing strategies. So that's why I was like, I was kind of, but I don't. If I can be honest, I don't. Has she shared some tips with me? Not necessarily about marketing, but e-commerce in general. Absolutely. The same way I've shared some tips to her about being on television and production, reality TV and how that goes and what you should do, shouldn't do. But I don't really know her marketing strategy.
But she doesn't have anything to do with your business is what she's basically saying. And I appreciated that. Okay. Now I'm going to do part 2. So let me take this down. She just basically said that don't you giving Stormy too much. I was a business woman before I actually came on the show. And then she even said that her business acumen, what she knows about business, is the reason why she was able to negotiate a really big contract. So let's talk about that. Let me stop sharing this one. And then also, guys, because I'm thinking about this, I had this on my IG stories a little bit ago, where I was talking about, y'all know Bethany Frankel from, I believe, New York franchise, The Real Housewives of New York. She talked about the Bethany clause, and some people may have heard it, some people not. But when she was given her first contract for, her first season on Housewives, she said that she got paid a total of like $7,250 for the entire season, which would, I don't know how many episodes she was in, but whatever those were, that's how much she got paid. She said that she was okay with signing the contract because she was like, I was a nobody. I just wanted to be on TV. But there was a part in the contract that is apparently a part of all Bravo contracts that says that Bravo gets to take a percentage of your current business. So let's say you have a business before you even show up on the show. They get a piece of that. They also get a percentage of any business that is created after you are casted on one of their show. And it could be for the lifetime of the business. Now, that is called a Bethany clause. And the Bethany clause. So when she got that contract, she actually said, I don't like this. And she scratched it out. So Bethany was able to make millions of dollars following that because she had her own, I think, Skinny Girl Margarita and stuff like that. And they couldn't get 1 red cent of it. But they make sure, according to Bethany Frankel, the Bethany clause means that you get to put that in the contract. And I guess some people agree with it, some people don't. It's a contract, so all contracts can be negotiated. But she said that a lot of reality TV shows have picked it up. Whether or not OWN has, I'm not sure. OWN pays all of the cast, not Carlos King. So if OWN has it, I'm not sure. But Melody is going to make mention of a contract that she's just signed. She didn't say it was an OWN contract, but let's listen, because she was like, some people tried to pull the okie doke and she was not going for it. So check this out, y'all.
Like, how have you guys connected on building your brands? Because you are both business women, you are both entrepreneurs. So my thing was like, have a business.
I'm new to e-commerce, but I'm not new to business. And I was just having a conversation with somebody actually yesterday, because there's a big deal that I'm closing right now. And I said, you know what? I said, I'm so thankful that God allowed me to like be in business and be an entrepreneur first versus just coming on television first, because everything doesn't slide with me. So there were some contract things in there that I pointed out, and I was like, hey, can y'all change this? Can you take this out? And they're like, oh, that wasn't supposed to be in there. That was, it's left in there from something. So I was
So we're going to see, hopefully really soon, who this contract is with so that we can see who she was talking about, who tried to pull the wool over her.
More about this multi-million-dollar business. Your skincare line is doing amazing. Are we going to see more
So
of that
here's
this
what I'm
season?
saying. I'm so thankful. I didn't know what would happen. Again, my first time with e-commerce, really. I've done, my God said go merch and all of that, but in terms of in the beauty industry. So I didn't know how it was gonna go. And it's been doing amazingly well. In terms of the show, last season you guys saw me launch 7th Avenue Premier Skincare. You will hear me talk about some things going on with it this season as well.
Let's look at some of these
let's go.
questions. Let's
Unfortunately, I'm one of those people where however I'm feeling within is what you're gonna see.
Okay, so she's just being asked fan questions right now. I'm trying to get to the part where she's asked about Martell.
Anyway, my daughter. Malia.
Oh, really? She emotions on the sleeve, you can tell.
Yeah.
She said that her and Boss Baby Carrie have the same type of emotional state. So if they don't like something, if they're not feeling something, you're going to see it on their face.
Yes. However, there are, how is co-parenting going between the two of y'all? There was something he said about you wanting to do something to, I guess, improve the status of your co-parenting.
Okay, so there you go. There's another clue. Whatever that man said has literally brought her to tears. She is laughing so hard. Check this out.
Mel, stop laughing.
I'm so sorry. Can you say that? Now what you say? Now what you say?
Your ex, Martell, asked you to do something. He was insistent. I don't want to spoil it because it's coming on tomorrow. Yes, that you do something to improve the status of your co-parenting. So we'll see how it plays on the show, but how is the co-parenting going between the two of you? I think people are curious.
Gosh, where did it go? Oh no, it went right there. So it's kind of a situation where it's a roller coaster, right?
So anyway, she's basically just saying that her and Martell are not in a better place. It's a roller coaster. So I guess they might have moments where things might feel, okay. And then that should just come back up and down. It's up and down, up and down, up and down.
Okay. Yeah.
Roller coaster, roller coaster, roller coaster.
Well, we can call it a roller coaster. I think people look too hard for clues about shade being thrown because there was literally IG Live you had on shades and people were like, Melody out here shading Martell because she got sunglasses on. And I'm like, do people look too hard into what's going on social media? Or sometimes
now I actually said that I thought Melody caught the shade because she showed up in her pajamas, had her little silk gown on with her glasses and her shades on, and they were diamond studded glasses. So you couldn't miss the fact that she's wearing shades in the house while she is doing work. And it very much felt to me like she was saying, I caught the shade about Martell. He was getting roasted when all those things were out there about him allegedly going to jail. But let's hear what else she has to say.
I mean, if I can be honest, I've seen headlines before, and I'm like, that ain't true. But no, that's not what I was doing.
Yes.
Oh no, that's not what I was doing. I think that about myself.
Yeah.
So yes, absolutely true. How do I choose to handle it? To be honest with you, you don't see me coming online to address much of anything. Now, in my earlier days of reality TV, now let me be honest. Now I was that person who would hit live real quick.
So I'm hoping that people take a page out of this book too. It is okay to let people say whatever they want to say and move on. Y'all don't have to check every little thing. Nobody gives a damn anyway. We are watching the show. Whatever y'all know to be true in your own personal lives, if you want to put that out there, you can. But I promise you, it's going to twist you into another story. It is what it is.
Be like, let me log in. Got it.
But that doesn't work with trying to be at peace for real. You know, it doesn't. And so things that I could go live about,
yes.
I'll be like, what? I just choose not to because I'm like, you know what? Let me focus on
do it.
My businesses, my career.
As you brought up headlines that you see about yourself, because one thing I like to do is give people a chance to do some reality recap rumor control. So I saw one that said, it's a YouTube video. It said, Melly Cherie's new man is confirmed to be fine and treating her very well. So is your new man fine and treating you well? New man. Let's start there.
Well, so, you know, I mean, I've been divorced now for 2 years.
So she basically just goes on to say, I don't even know if I should play this. She just goes on to say that her new man is not on social media like that, and that the rumors about him being fine and all that is absolutely true, that she is living her best life. And I also feel like that is showing up in this interview as well. She just seems very, very secure, in my opinion. Y'all let me know if y'all feel the same way.
I have been gone for 3. And of course I've been dating, right? You know, on there have been times when I wasn't dating because I didn't want to. I was like, you know what? I want to go within. I want to just spend time with myself. I want to work on my healing, my self-love journey, focus on my children. I don't want to date right now. So I've had I'm dating a little bit. No, I ain't ready. I don't want to date right now, right? But so yeah, right now I am dating someone, and all those things you said is actually true.
Okay, I think I'm going to end it on that note, you guys. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Again, I'm going live tomorrow after the episode, so hopefully my moderators will be available to me. And I'm looking forward to chit-chatting with you guys about the show. I'm also going to do, even though I'll go live after the show, I call it the after show, I still give you guys a full commentary. So you guys will, nobody gets to miss anything. So y'all let me know what y'all think about everything that's been presented in this video, okay? And let's get back on track with Love and Marriage Huntsville. I will see you all on the next one. First, I need to tell you to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you on the next one.